Imagine this. Two people start from the exact same place, same school, same city, same opportunities, but 10 years later, one becomes wealthy, disciplined, and successful, while the other stays broke, stressed, and completely lost. What changed? It wasn't luck, it wasn't talent, and it definitely wasn't intelligence. It was the people around them, because whether you realize it or not, your friends are silently shaping your future every single day, the way they think, the way they spend money, their habits, their mindset, their ambition. All of it slowly becomes your reality, and by the end of this video, you might look at your circle very differently. Your daily dose of money mindset starts here. I'm Wealthix Carter, and your one like and subscribe helps this journey grow bigger. Let's start the video, guys. Most people think success is personal. They believe hard work alone changes lives. But psychology says something different. Human beings are social creatures. We copy behavior naturally. If everyone around you wastes money, you slowly start doing the same. If everyone around you complains all day, your brain adapts to negativity, and if your circle has no ambition, your dreams slowly begin to shrink. This doesn't happen overnight. It happens silently, like water slowly shaping a rock, and that's why your environment is more powerful than motivation. Because motivation fades, but environment repeats itself every day. Think about it. If your friends laugh at business ideas, you'll stop sharing them. If your circle spends every weekend partying, you'll feel weird staying home to work. If nobody around you talks about investing, learning, or growth, your brain starts believing those things are unnecessary. This is called social conditioning, and most people are trapped inside it without even realizing. Look at wealthy people carefully. They don't only protect their money, they protect their environment, because they understand one dangerous truth: energy spreads, mindsets spread, habits spread, and unfortunately, laziness spreads faster than ambition. That's why one negative friend can slowly destroy your discipline. One careless spender can normalize bad financial habits. One unmotivated group can kill your momentum completely. You may think you're different, but humans adapt faster than they realize. In psychology, there's something called the mirror effect. People naturally imitate behaviors around them, even body language, even speech patterns, even financial decisions. That's why if your friends constantly buy things to impress others, you'll eventually feel pressure to do the same, not because you truly want it, but because your brain wants social acceptance. And social acceptance is one of the strongest addictions on earth. Most people don't buy expensive things because they need them. They buy them because they want validation, to feel important, to feel included, to feel respected. And sometimes, your friend's circle becomes a competition instead of a connection. One buys a new phone, another buys expensive shoes, another starts showing fake luxury online. Suddenly, everyone is trying to look successful instead of becoming successful, and this destroys financial futures silently. Because fake wealth is expensive, very expensive. Many people are drowning in debt just to impress people who don't even care about them. Now here's the scary part. Your friends also affect your standards. If everyone around you wakes up late, wastes time, and avoids responsibility, your brain starts accepting mediocrity as normal. But if your circle is disciplined, focused, and ambitious, your standards rise automatically. This is why successful people often say, you become the average of the 5 people around you. And honestly, it's true. Imagine spending 5 years around entrepreneurs, disciplined people, readers, investors, and goal-focused thinkers. Your life would change naturally, not because someone forced you, but because your environment reshaped your identity. Now let's talk about something most people avoid. Sometimes the biggest reason you're not growing is because your circle benefits from your weakness. Weak people often feel uncomfortable around growth when you start improving yourself. They may call you different when you become disciplined. They may say you've changed when you start focusing on money and goals. They may call you selfish or obsessed, but the truth is simple. Some people want you close, but not successful, because your growth reminds them of their excuses. And this is why many people stay stuck for years, not because they lack potential, but because they fear losing their social circle. They choose comfort over growth, acceptance over ambition, temporary connection over long-term success. but here's the reality. Every level of life requires a different mindset. And sometimes a different environment too. This doesn't mean you should hate your old friends, not at all. But you must understand the difference between people who support your growth and people who secretly slow it down. Real friends inspire progress. Fake friends normalize stagnation. Real friends respect your discipline. Fake friends mock your goals. Real friends push you higher. Fake friends pull you back to comfort, and the older you grow, the more important this difference becomes, because time is limited. One wrong environment can waste years of your life. Years. Now think carefully about your own circle. What do your friends talk about most? Drama? Gossip? Complaints? Parties? Other people's lives? Or do they talk about ideas, business, self-improvement, goals, health, and future plans? Because conversations reveal direction. Poor-minded groups often discuss people. Growth-minded groups discuss ideas. That single difference changes futures. Another dangerous thing about negative circles is emotional exhaustion. Some people drain your energy constantly. Every conversation becomes negative. Every idea becomes impossible. Every dream becomes unrealistic, and slowly, your brain starts losing belief in itself. This is why protecting your mental environment matters so much. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your energy, especially if they constantly destroy your focus. Successful people understand this deeply. That's why they become intentional with relationships, not arrogant, not emotionless. Just intentional. They know proximity is powerful if you spend enough time inside smoke. Eventually your clothes smell like it. The same thing happens mentally. Spend enough time around negativity, and your mindset absorbs it. Spend enough time around disciplined people, and your behavior upgrades naturally. Environment always wins in the long run. Always. Now here's something important. You do not need rich friends to become successful. You need growth-minded friends. There's a difference. Someone can have little money but still possess discipline, wisdom, ambition, emotional intelligence, and strong habits. Those people are valuable. Because mindset matters more than appearance. Never judge people only by money. Judge them by direction. Are they growing, learning, trying, improving? Or are they blaming the world every day? Because blame is addictive, and negative circles survive on blame. They blame the economy. They blame successful people. They blame luck. They blame society. But they rarely blame their own decisions, and accountability is where growth begins. The moment you take responsibility for your life, your future changes, but responsibility becomes difficult when your environment rewards excuses. That's why changing your circle can feel uncomfortable at first. Growth often feels lonely before it becomes powerful. You may lose connections. You may spend more time alone. You may outgrow people you once loved deeply. And yes, that hurts, but staying in the wrong environment hurts even more. Because wasted potential is one of the most painful things in life. Imagine knowing you could have become more, but never did because you were afraid, too separate from negative influences. That regret lasts forever. So what should you do? Start small. You don't need to suddenly cut everyone off. Instead, spend more time learning, listen to smart conversations, follow ambitious people, read better books, consume better content, and build disciplined habits. Over time, your environment will naturally change, and eventually, you'll attract people who match your future instead of your past. That's how transformation begins, quietly, slowly, but powerfully. Remember this carefully. Your future is not created only by your decisions. It is also created by the people influencing those decisions every single day. So choose wisely. Because one strong circle can build your confidence, your mindset, your discipline, and your wealth. But one toxic circle can destroy all of it silently, and the scariest part, most people never notice it happening. If this video changed the way you see your circle, then make sure to like and subscribe for more powerful money mindset content. This is Wealthix Carter, and I'll see you in the next video.